Well, I hope you and your parents took some time to look at our good news cover for the week, because this is about some really special people in the kingdom of God. And I wanted you to take some time matching up these names down here with the pictures up here. So I'm going to move my camera a little bit closer to the board so that you can see what I'm doing. We're just going to make sure that you and your parents, or if you did it yourself, that you got it right. Now, this says, to Noah, the rainbow is a sign of my blessing of the earth. So it's probably pretty easy to figure out which one of these goes with the words, the rainbow is a sign of my blessing to the earth. It's the one with the rainbow. I'm going to use a crayon. You can use a crayon or a pencil. And I'm going to write Noah in that blank. Let's look at the next one. To Moses, if you follow my commandments, you will be my holy people. God gave Moses the commandments on 2 pieces of stone, and they looked like this. So this is the one that I chose for Moses. If it's not the one you chose, that's okay. Just change your answer on your paper. Remember to turn in your paper when you come to PSR at the beginning of next month so that I can put it in your file so that I can prove that you did your work. All right, let's see about this one. To Sarah and Abraham. It has a clue in it. Your children will be as many as the stars of the skies. Where do you think Sarah and Abraham goes? Look, this blank is even bigger to fit bigger words. So Sarah, H, and Abraham. Do you remember that song? Father Abraham had many sons, and many sons had Father Abraham, and I am one of them. And so are you. So let's all praise the Lord. I used to love that song. You may have too when you were younger. It's a pretty good song. I still like it. So this last one can only be one thing, and that's to David. So I'm going to write David up here. Now, who are all these people from the Bible? Let's take a moment to remember who they really are. Noah's the person who God told to build the ark because people had not done the right thing and there was a great flood. And God wiped out the whole land with a big flood, and the only people he saved were Noah and his family members. And the animals he saved were the ones that went into the ark, the big boat, 2 by 2. And at the end of it all, there was a rainbow to tell us that God will never again destroy everybody with a flood. All right, so who's Abraham and who is Sarah? Abraham was a very, very long time ago, and God made him the father of all the Jews. Jesus was a Jew. And Abraham and Sarah were 2 people who hadn't had kids for a very long time, and God promised that Abraham would be a father and have children with Sarah. And sure enough, Sarah got pregnant and had a baby, even though she was very, very old. And many, many years later, in their family, Jesus was born. Before he was born, though, there was a man named Moses. And Moses was a slave at the time that the Egyptians ruled the world. And God used Moses to help lead the Jewish people who had come from the families of Sarah and Abraham. He helped lead the Jewish people out of slavery into the promised land. After they were in the promised land, the Jews wanted a king. And they asked God over and over again for a king. And God said, well, because you keep asking, I'll give you one. And he gave them David, and he gave them other kings too. But David was the best of all the kings of the Old Testament. David was a poor shepherd boy who God decided to make king. And David's the person who wrote the Psalms. So this is my Bible, really special to me. And this is a Catholic Bible. And inside of it, I can open it up and I can see the Psalms. Now, if you come to FSR, you might read some of the Psalms with us in another book that we have for children. And these are the Psalms that David wrote in here. And they're made into poems that are kid-friendly. So I'm just going to open this kid-friendly book of Psalms up. And I am going to read you one. Let's see. Oh, here's a good one for Advent. What a pretty picture this book has. And what a pretty psalm it has. I'm going to read the psalm to you. I love reading. This little piece of a psalm says, "Help me, God, I am worried. Please, hurry up. I know that you are strong. You are the only one who can help me." Sometimes in December, when the nights get longer and the days get shorter, we start waiting for Christmas, and we want Jesus. So Christmas is really about waiting for God to come and to help us. And in the Old Testament, all the things that happened in the Old Testament were before Jesus came. The people really, really were waiting for God. So when David wrote that psalm and all the psalms, he was waiting for the true King, Jesus Christ, who would be our Messiah. And that is Jesus, who we receive now in the Eucharist. Those of you who are in second grade will receive your first Holy Communion this year. That's going to be a really special time where you receive Jesus in a new and special way. Well, let's move on to the next thing. Something we do at Christmas time is we get ready for the big fun holiday of Christmas. So let's read together this book, or this story, which is from your weekly, Max's Christmas List. It's on the second page of your weekly. Ready? Get yours out and read along with Miss Brooke. Max's Christmas List. "I need to go to the mall and buy Christmas presents," Max announced. Mom sighed. "We don't have money for gifts this year," she said. "Your dad hasn't found a good job yet." "Jack is my best friend," Max said, "and Mrs. Newberry is my teacher. I have to give them presents." "You could make gifts for them," Mom suggested. Max cringed. "I'm not good at crafts." "You'll think of something," Mom said. The next night, Max was doing his math homework at the kitchen table. His mom was cutting coupons from the newspaper. Max had an idea. "Can you find coupons for Transformers?" he asked. "No," Mom said, "they don't have coupons for toys." So Max made a plan. He gathered art supplies in his room. He colored and cut until he had gifts for everyone on his list. On the last day of school, before Christmas, Jack handed Max a present. It was an ornament made of clay. It looked like Max's skateboard. "My mom made us make presents this year," Jack said. "This is cool," Max said. Max gave Jack his gift. "An hour of skateboard lessons? Great! Will you teach me how to catch air?" Jack said. "Whenever you want," Max said. When Mrs. Newberry opened her card for Max, she smiled. "One day of chalkboard cleaning and crayon organizing? Thank you, Max." On Christmas morning, Max gave gifts to his family. Teddy squealed. "Great! One day of riding bikes with Max." "One car wash," Dad said. "I'll save this for spring." Mom read, "One night of doing dishes. One clean room and one hug from Max." Mom handed Max the hug coupon. "I'm so proud of you." "You can save that coupon," said Max. "This hug is free." Have you ever made coupons for your family for Christmas or birthday gifts? Maybe that's a good idea for you this year. I'll leave it up to you. It could be something extra special, though. Well, go ahead and answer the questions with your parents, and I'll see you for the next video. Bye.